What is good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rigpop and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be covering a quick piece of information that I should have covered 2 days ago, but decided to just wait and kind of see. I just was going to wait and see what was going to happen, so I don't know. I thought we'd just wait and see what that's all about. And I was kind of a smart thing to wait, but yeah, let's just talk about what we have today, guys. So, we're going to talk about tomorrow, what to expect tomorrow. I'll be also doing a stream later today to discuss what we should expect tomorrow. So, we're going to be doing a Pokemon Day hype stream today, so expect that. On top of that, we're going to talk about what's in front of me right here, which is this suggestion that like Megas are going to be returning in Sword and Shield or whatever. We're going to talk about that and just a bunch of other stuff we're going to look at, and I thought it was worthwhile just kind of like wait a little bit on this information before just like yeeting it out there, because I just want to get some more confirmation on it. So let's just take a look at those things, and then let's talk a little bit about Pokemon Day and what to expect on Pokemon Day. So yeah, let's get started with that. So first things first, what do we have in front of us, ladies and gentlemen? Well, basically we have this image of the Megas, I think. The Megas being Dynamaxed in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield in the background, as you can see. And somebody here called Eclipse posted this, saying update items. Data miners have found some more hidden items within the Sword and Shield code. And he points out there's red/blue orb, all the Mega Stones, Lucky Punch, Thick Club, Twisted Spoon, all the Arceus plates, Magmarizer, geez, Electrolyzer, and Upgrade. They could be included in the season pass. And then he says here, you know, the pick is representative of the topic, so it's so it's fake. Of course, what? I'm not sure what he means. Oh, I guess he's trying to say that the image here is fake, which yeah, makes sense, right? These have just been hacked in. You can even see up here on Charizard's face. You can see how the texture has been kind of glitched out because it hasn't been properly, I guess, like, you know, done for like Dynamax and whatever. Either way, then we have Matty down here, who is far more knowledgeable, I would say, in you know, just all of this stuff, because I think he's one of the people who works on PK, right, like makes PK hacks. So I'd probably say, like, you know, I'd probably trust him a little bit more with you know, like data mining. So let's just see what he says, right? So he says, you don't seem to know what you're talking about. These have been known to exist in Sword and Shield since before the launch of the games, and item indexes don't get reused by future items. All these items are left unused despite existing in the game. No, not indicative of returning items. And then, you know, like he points out here, have I said something like that? I just posted news since I didn't, and as you tell, many people don't even know. And then he points out they did say they could be included in the Season Pass. A baseless assumption is all this is. X and Y data for the Azure Flute is, so surely this will be included in ORAS in the future, right? It's the same idea. These aren't indicative of anything. And yeah, they kind of just go on here and like just, you know, kind of just back and forth, you know, like that's what happens here. And that's why I didn't cover this, right? I didn't cover this. I didn't, like, you know, jump onto this because I just thought about it for a second. I didn't like just jump onto it because I thought about it like this doesn't, like, you know, make a lot of sense. If, you know, if they were going to release Megas again and all this shit, I think it would have been like made very clear. I mean, they could still do it, right? Just because, like, you know, Matty says they won't, and because, you know, they're just items that have been left, or, you know, things that are like basically scrap. It's just scrap that's been left over in the code from like since basically this is, listen, like this is just another piece of proof, by the way, that Sword and Shield is literally just like them taking a 3DS game and just applying it to the Switch. That's it, right? Hence why there's so much code that's reused and just left behind. That's basically what we see right here, right? But as for like this possibly still being a thing, I mean, sure. I mean, hey, I wouldn't see an issue with, like, you know, Megas showing up again and all that sort of stuff. How likely is it? Highly unlikely, I would say. Highly unlikely. But honestly, at this point, who fucking knows? Like, we have got no clue. So just gonna have to wait. But honestly, I would say it's more likely to not happen than it is likely to happen. So just gonna have to burst the bubble on that one. So yeah, that's basically that for that part of things. Just turn up the warning sign, jeez. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so next up, like I said, I'm gonna be streaming today. I'll be doing a live stream here on YouTube, and if you guys want to come by and, you know, watch, that would be really appreciated. The links will be down below. Just a bit of a heads up, like, as you know, tomorrow is Pokemon Day, and we know already a few things we should be expecting tomorrow. So first of all, there was a rumor, and I'm gonna show this like rumor for you guys right now. So let me just search up Arrow's Twitter, because my boy Arrow tweeted this earlier. So let's just pop this tweet out up real quick and show you what I'm talking about. So this is the tweet I'm referring to right now. So he tweeted this out saying, well, tomorrow is our last day to see if Zippo has any bit of credibility. He's the only reason people had a bit of hope. Logically, a direct the week of PAX plus Pokemon Day doesn't make sense. Tomorrow's our last chance He said don't flood me, but if there's nothing tomorrow, then I guess, you know, people are going to flood him. But yeah, so Zippo. I feel like I've seen Zippo in the past, and he's been correct about things, but honestly, sometimes people get shit wrong. But what he said here, though, alright then, might as well let it out. There's 2 directs this month. You've already guessed what they obviously are. Not sure if of the timing, but the February 20th stuff lines up for Animal Crossing. Don't flood me. So he said there's going to be 2 of them. Well, we're towards the end of February, right? It's like tomorrow is like Pokemon Day. They could still do one, by the way. You know, the way Arrow says it here, like, you know, like the way he points it out here, tomorrow's the last chance, isn't really true. It really isn't. Because they could still tweet one out and have one tweet one out tomorrow after Pokemon Day, or like they can do one tomorrow and just say like, hey, we also want to announce that we're going to be doing a Pokemon Direct on the 29th, or we're going to be doing a Nintendo Direct on the 29th. They can still do it, right? Or the 28th, rather. So it isn't impossible to still happen, but let's be honest, it's more than likely not going to happen. So if there is a Direct, you know, before the end of like February, right, before the 29th, if there is a Direct, then it's most likely a Pokemon Direct. Like, that's the most logical thing to happen, you know, but at the same time, not really the most logical thing, because here's the thing, right, about Pokemon Directs. We already had one in January. It doesn't make sense to have another one in February so early on, unless they've changed their business model for how they do Directs, because let's be honest, the promotional cycle for Pokemon has been a shit show, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not talking about that in like some sort of negative manner, but like it just hasn't been the greatest, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been all over the place. Like, at least in the past, it was a little bit of a more like, you know, you understood a little bit of what was gonna happen, right? You've got a few Directs a year. You got these news drops on big times, right? You know, you get a bit of a heads up about it. But now it's just like, randomly in January, it's like, hey, you got a Pokemon Direct, and then it's like, hey, guess what, we're releasing Home, and hey, guess what, we got Mystery Dungeon, and hey, guess what, shit's happening. It's like a lot of shit happening at the same time. It's a lot of things just, you know, left, right, center. Then like, oh, here's the Coco movie, and you know, oh, guess what, we're gonna reveal a Mythical, and oh, guess what, here's the silhouette of the Mythical. It's like, shit's a little bit all over the place. Kind of hard to like keep up to, you know, what they're doing, like trying to understand where they're going with, like, you know, direction and stuff. But this is one of the things that was posted though. So we basically don't know if any of this is going to be legit or real, if it's going to happen. Again, it's really hard to tell, but there is a lot of other stuff that I want to point out as well. So we're gonna have to go to Serbia for this one and go over here. So the Pokemon movie section. So let's see what they say here. It has been confirmed that the next trailer for the next movie, Pokemon the movie Coco, will air during Friday's episode of the Japanese variety show Ohasuda. And that Friday would be, I guess, on the 28th, or actually the night of the 27th. So I may still be streaming at the midnight of the 27th, which will be like 1 in the morning, and we can watch this trailer together on stream. I most likely will do that. I will provide further details on this trailer as they come, so we can expect that tomorrow. And I'm gonna be doing a long stream tomorrow. So the Pokemon Day 2020 event is now live in Pokemon Go to celebrate the 24th anniversary and blah blah blah. You know, just gotta go through a little bit of general stuff there. And beyond that, there's really not much else to really say about this stuff. But there's also another thing I should point out, which I was gonna do a whole video about it, but apparently they have closed down the Pokemon Global link. It will go down, or went down already, at 23:59 the other day. From then on, all gameplay elements which require access to it in the Generation 7 games will be non-functioning, such as Rank Battle, Game Sync, and Global Mission Data. All other online components of those games will still be functional, so you'll still be able to do a lot of stuff, but they have closed down, of course, Rank Battles, which is unfortunate and honestly kind of sad. That's just what happens when they make a new generation and when they want to put more focus over onto something like Pokemon Home. So that is done. So, well, what more is there to really say? Well, there's really just one thing. Tomorrow, what should you expect, right? This is what I was going to talk about towards the end of the video. What should you expect tomorrow during Pokemon Day? Well, there are 2 things I'd say we should expect in particular. I would say expect to see the Mythical, because we already know, or don't expect it, but just know that it's going to happen, right? We know the Mythical is going to be revealed. So we're going to see what that Mythical for Pokemon the movie Coco is going to look like. So we'll see the Mythical. That's already confirmed. We already know that. But on top of that, what else is there? Well, you've got the movie Mythical being revealed, the trailer for the Mythical being, trailer for the movie rather, another trailer being revealed tomorrow, and then there's also, on top of that, things to expect. You can expect expecting maybe to see some new information about the DLC. I mean, we haven't had anything since January now. It's been over a month at this point, and there's been no information, no kind of like news, no elaboration on it or any of that. You know, there's just been a lack of any info. So you can expect that. And beyond that, you can also probably expect to see a lot of news about Pokemon Go, I'd say, most likely, or just like the future of Pokemon Go. Like, just expect like every aspect of Pokemon to get a little bit of something, right? So yeah, just be ready for all of that. But other than that, don't really know what else to expect. I will be discussing this a little bit further during my stream. So catch you at my stream. I will be there. I'll be talking. I'll be discussing things. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, have this as a good one. I'll catch you all later. Peace out and bye-bye.